Hey budget friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha. So at the beginning of the year, I decided that I wanted to get my life together and get on the road to financial freedom. So I started this YouTube channel to hold myself accountable, to follow along with my journey along the way, and to share things that I've learned. So one of the things that I've kind of learned over the last couple of months is that if you do not cash stuff, you will fall back into old habits. And so May was a there was a lot going on in May for me. So in April, we went on a vacation. In May, there was so much things going on with my son as far as him graduating, which that went fabulous. He was a salutatorian, so he actually did a speech. We had family come in. We had a graduation party. But there was so much going on in May, and I got off of my routine of doing my cash stuffing. Now I did do the cash stuffing. I just got to the point where I was kind of swiping kind of all willy-nilly. I really kind of fell back into old habits, and then that kind of led into June, kind of starting off the same way. And so because I was not cash stuffing, this is what's going to happen when you don't cash stuff. You most likely will go over budget, and you're going to kind of start beating up on yourself and feeling bad about things because you have fallen off. So if that happens to you like it happened to me, don't worry about it. Just kind of do an inventory of where you are, what you are as far as your budget. Like, did you go over? Are you under? Were you good? And then just kind of get back on the wagon. So that is what I'm doing today. I really did kind of stuff money. So like for June, I have the money that I was gonna stuff. I just didn't put it in my envelopes. And because I didn't put it in my envelopes, I kind of fell off of the whole tracking thing. Like usually what I would do is I'd use my credit cards, but I would go in every time that I would spend the money and I would put it into this payback credit card envelope. Well, none of that was happening. So I kind of got into a swipe happy situation where I kind of went over budget. So we're going to talk about what I went over for May, what I went over for this June 1st paycheck, the first paycheck in June. And then we're going to try to get back on track with my second paycheck in June and go ahead and stuff that and kind of try to get back on the right track. So for May, I overspent by $294. Now there was a lot going on in May. To give myself just a little bit of grace, it was very easy for me to get over budget because there was a lot of things that I did not account for or plan for. And in June, I went over by the first paycheck in June. I went over by $11, which is not too bad, but it's still overage. So what I want to do with this video, I want to go ahead and stuff for my June everyday envelopes, which is going to be $300. And then I want to go through my transaction log, because that's one thing that I do is I do keep up with my transactions. Now, I did not enter it every single time I made a transaction. Like literally, I just went in and in one sitting, I went in and I put in all my transactions for May. And then I went in and put in all my transactions for this first paycheck in June. But I think that's going to be helpful as far as me trying to get back on track, is knowing exactly what I spent, knowing where I went over budget, and then just going in and paying back those credit cards. So I do like to pay off my credit cards at the end of like I don't like to carry forward a balance. So I do need to go ahead and pay those credit cards off like in the next couple of days. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stuff these. And then in another video, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do my sinking funds for my June first paycheck in June, and then for the second paycheck in June. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff. Now, another thing that I did not account for when I was doing my budgets is I did not account for the fact that my kids will be home for summer. So both of my kids are home now. My son, you know, he graduates and he goes off to college in August. I just had a like panic moment because I was like, am I recording? So I'm just gonna check real quick and see if I'm recording, because I think I am, but I'm not sure now. Now I'm like panic. Okay, I'm recording, so good. So my son's home. He was gonna be home anyways because he hasn't gone to college yet. He goes in August. My daughter's home from her college. So I did not account for the fact in my budget, which I may need to do that with my next paycheck, the fact that they're home, so they're eating more, which means the grocery budget is up. Also, they both have jobs, but they don't have a car. So we're taking them back and forth to work. So that's also increased my gas bill. Now they are kind of helping out where they can. Now keep in mind they work at like My son works at fast food. He works at Zaxby's. My daughter works at like a retail store. So it's not like they're like getting paid like lots and lots of money, but every once in a while, like my son will fill up my car, not fill up, but he'll put like $10 or $15 in the gas tank, which is definitely helpful. Certainly appreciate that. And my daughter will also, I'm actually trying to help her start her budget so that she can like save money and learn how to budget. So we put in her budget, my daughter's budget, money for her to pay me and my husband for gas, depending on whoever takes her to work the most. So anyways, but I did not account for that in my budget. So that could be part of the reason why towards in May also that I went over, because I was, you know, going back and forth, picking them up and doing all the things with that as also part of June. So that could be why too. But I think I'm going to account for that and maybe go up on my everyday envelope budgets, or either maybe put aside a little buffer for that in my next paycheck. So stuffing. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to stuff these envelopes, and then what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll try to, I guess, balance the May overspend and then balance the first paycheck in June overspend. So I'm not going to feel too bad about it. I got off. And I knew I was getting off, and I knew that I needed to right the ship, if you will. So the only thing you can really do when you fall off is to just get back up and try to get back in the game. So that's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff these envelopes. I just got paid last week. I went in and I did my budget. So I'm going to allow, let's see, we're going to basically stuff these envelopes with our usual amounts. Now, my husband is taking over the groceries. So the money that I would have put in groceries, which was $80, I'm going to put it into a miscellaneous bucket. And if I have to go, I'm going to put $80 in there, 20, 40, 60, 80. If I have to go to the grocery store or do anything miscellaneous, then I'll go in here and use it. So the next thing is household. I'm going to put $30 in there. So I'm stuffing a total of $300 in my everyday buckets. Also, I went ahead and from this paycheck, in order to pay back some of that May overspend, I set aside $119 that we're gonna pay back to just pay off my May overspend. All right, so the next thing I'm stuffing is gas. That's gonna get $65. I think what I wanna do though, is I put $80 in miscellaneous. Let's take that out because I think I want to put some more money in my gas envelope because of how much I'm spending on gas here lately with the kids. All right, so I set aside 65, 20, 40, 65. But I think I want to put like an extra $20 in there. 65, that make it 85. I think I want to put an extra $40 in there and then put $40 in miscellaneous because we're just spending so much money on gas. I'm spending so much money on gas. Gas, y'all know how gas is. Gas is up, gas is down. One day it's $2.90 something, the next day it's $3.19. So it's like you never know what you're gonna spend. And I know that I'm filling up like at least 2 to 3 times a week now because I'm having to go back and forth to take the kids to work. And then my own going back and forth to my job. I've actually been going into the office a little bit more these days because I have started like trying to work out, get my life together from a health and fitness perspective. So we have a gym at my job, which is an awesome benefit. So we have a gym at my job and I have been trying to go work out at least 30 minutes a day. So I've been trying to do exercise 30 minutes a day at least. And I like to go to the gym and use the gym at work. And I've been doing this thing, I don't know if y'all have heard of it before, it's called 12-3-30, or at least my version of it. So you go to the gym, you're on the treadmill for 30 minutes, you try to work up to a 12 incline at 3 speed. Y'all, it is a killer on your legs, like it is tough. Like so far I've only been able to get up to 10, and that's not even the whole like 30 minutes. But for now, it is working though. I think I've lost like 2 or 3 pounds over the last 3 weeks. So that's not a whole lot, but I'm also not doing the 12-3-30. Mostly I'm doing like 6 to 9, 3-30. But yeah, it is definitely, I'm getting used to exercising and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm doing a 30-day challenge. So for the next 15 days or so, I'm trying to go all in on working out and trying to lose weight. So, and I'm also doing like a calorie deficit. So I use an app where I track my calories and all that stuff. So anyways, let's keep going. So on my spend envelope, I'm putting 55, 20, 40, 50, 50. And then dining out, I'm doing, let's see, this is the last envelope. Dining out, I'm supposed to be doing 60. So this is 20, 40, 50, 60. So that went all 300, was it? Somehow I got off somehow. Let's see. 20, 40, 50, 60. I got $10 somewhere that I either didn't stuff or, but I will check that when we get off. So I'm gonna put that $10 to the side. I'm not really sure where that $10 goes, but I will make sure that these envelopes all equal 300 once I get off of here, and then we'll get that trued up. So the next thing I had was let's see, what is this? 20, 40, 60, 80. I set aside $119. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. Yeah. All right. So now what I want to do is this is the $300 that was supposed to go into my everyday spend. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So this is the $300 that I was supposed to put in my everyday cash envelopes for my first paycheck in June. I never stuffed this. So this is gonna go towards paying those expenses that I did on my credit card that I have not paid back yet. And then I also, like I said, from this paycheck, I set aside $119 to pay back my May overspend. This would be 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. That doesn't make sense, does it? 40, 60. Oh, it's a 10. I got 10. That's the $10 that I was supposed to set aside. Let's put that over here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is $119 that goes towards May overspend. So let's put the May overspend right here. And then this is June everyday envelopes that I'm needing to pay back credit cards. So what I'm going to go do now is I went in and I looked at all of my May transactions, the 294 and what it consisted of. So let's see. I need to go into my sinking funds and take the money from the different areas that money came out of so that I can pay back my credit card for May. So I'm going to go through each one of these buckets and we're going to go through and we're going to get the amount of money from these envelopes. So I need to go into my clothes envelope and take out $7. And I might have to get some change. Let's see, this change. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'm gonna put that back in there. So I need to get $7 out of here. So that's 5, 6, 7. Okay, I need to go into my kids envelope and take out $50. $20, 30, 40, 50. Now what I'm gonna do once I finish this tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the bank and I'm gonna put this money in the bank And then I'm gonna use that money to pay back my credit cards. So far we have 20s, we have 10s, we have 20s, we have 10s, we have 5s, we have 1s. Okay, the next one I need to go into my shopping envelope and take out 42. So we got, let's see, I need to get some change here. I need 20. Somewhere. Oh, there's $2. Okay, so we need to get 42 out of here. This is 20 and then $2. Okay, and then I need to take $6 out of miscellaneous. I need to take $70 out of unexpected expenses. $50, $60, $70. All right, so that should total $294, which will be, well, actually that should total $175 to pay back my May overspend. $20, $40, $60, $80, $90, $100, $50, $60, $65, $70, $71, $72, $73, $74, $75. Yep, so it's $175. So this right here, this is the May, or is this like, this is the May overspend. So this whole thing should total, this whole amount should now total $294, which will be enough to put back into the bank to pay back for the amount of money that I overspent in May. I overspent $294 in May. And, you know, I'm not too upset about it because, you know, I was not doing the things. I fell out of my routine as far as like cash stuffing. And, you know, I think that's what happens when you don't, you know, you don't do the things that you know you need to do in order to keep moving forward. So the only thing that I can do at this point is to just get back on the wagon, get back to being more disciplined. So that's why I went ahead and did my everyday envelopes so that this next paycheck going forward from the day forward, I can be better. It's 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. All right, so this is 94. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my bank deposit envelope because I know I need to take that back and pay my envelope. I also have on my daily transactions, I have like which credit cards these came out of so that I can pay those back. All right, so for the last 2 weeks, like I said, I overspent by $11. So I'm gonna go ahead. I already have the $300 here that I need to pay back my credit card for that. The only other thing that I need to do now, so it's a total of $337, is I need to go into my envelopes and I need to take the money from those sinking funds that they came out of. So I have $32 that came out of my medical out-of-pocket. I needed to go pick up some prescriptions for the kids, so that came out of here. Which 20, 30. I need to get change for $2, so that's 30. We put that there, so I'm short $2 on that. And then I need to put for my work t-shirts. I bought some t-shirts to wear to work. I work at the hospital part-time, and on the weekends, we don't necessarily have to wear scrubs, but they like you to wear like some type of t-shirt that has like either the hospital name or that's like kind of representative of what you do. So like I work in the radiology department, so I could wear a t-shirt that has like rad tech or radiology or something on there. So I need to go into my clothes envelope and take out $24. It's 20, 1, 2, 3. That's $23. So I need to find $3 somewhere. Let's see where I can find $3. Or I need to make change somehow, which I'm not sure that I have change in here. So let's see what I can do here. I have here, how much is this? 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go back to my clothes envelope and trade out this 20 for this amount. So let me put this 20 back in family dinner. So I needed $1 for work clothes. I got that. And then I needed $2, which I saw $2 that's in my hair and nails. So I'm gonna take that out of there. Basically, I am going in and trying to reconcile what I overspent for the last basically a month and a half. So luckily for me though, I had the money, I just didn't stuff it. But I also kind of spent more than I should have on my credit card. So instead of doing the things where I go in, every time I spend the money, I go in and I move it over to the pay back my credit card envelope, I was just kind of swiping, which, you know, lucky for me, I started this process at the beginning of the year. So I do have, you know, I do have the foundational things where you know how to budget and that kind of thing. And this is a magic month, so that means we get an extra paycheck in June. So that's going to be good. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60. 1, 2, 3. So that's 63. That means I still need $5. So I've overspent by 7 plus 5. That's 11. Yeah, I overspent by $11. I don't know why I'm getting confused. I overspent by $11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's try this one more time. One more time. Let's do it. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. 7, 20, 40. So this is 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. But actually it might be 368 because if you round that 360 up, 7 up, I think it's going to be 368. All right, so let's go with that. So this is the money that I need to pay back my credit card for the June 1st paycheck, the first paycheck in June. So I'm going to put this also in my cash envelope. So we have 368, and then we had 294. So 368 and 294 is what I need to pay back my credit card. So 368 plus 294 equals 60. Hope this video was helpful. So especially like if you feel bad, like if you fall off or if you go over budget, that you know that there's people who do the same thing. Like nobody's perfect. This is like a journey that we're on. We're always going to be trying to do better, learn more, and update our financial progress. You know, it's a journey. It's a journey to financial freedom. So there's going to be times in your journey where you hit a roadblock and you kind of have to readjust and and start over. Basically, you might have to get off on the side of the road for a minute, but just get back on. Also, it wasn't all bad as far as like I did go over budget for May, and also for my first paycheck in June. But there was a couple things that came up during the last couple months that I was so excited that I started this journey, and I kind of was seeing benefits of doing the cash stuffing and the sinking funds. So in May, my Amazon Prime payment bill was paid. With my Amazon Prime bill came in, and I already had the money set aside from earlier sinking fund savings. So that was good. I didn't have to worry about finding the money for that. Also, we had a scare recently where the refrigerator in our house broke. And because I have money set aside for emergency funds, when that refrigerator went out, like I wasn't like trying to scramble and find money to pay for a new refrigerator. I actually had money saved that I could just go to the store and look for refrigerators and not be stressed about it because I had the money set aside and I could find the refrigerator that I wanted. Now, granted, my husband was able to fix the refrigerator, but for a minute there, we thought that it was not going to come back on and that we were going to have to get a new one. So for right now, the refrigerator is working and I don't have to use that money. But if I needed to use that money in the emergency fund, it was there and I could find it. And I would have the money and not have to stress about it. So that's two good things that went well for us over the last 2 months. So you always kind of have to find the wins, even if, don't be too hard on yourself. You have to find ways to, celebrate your wins. And those were the 2 wins that I had this month. So I'm going to get back on track. Now, I'm hoping that I can go ahead in the next video that I will be able to do the sinking funds for my first paycheck in June and my second paycheck in June. So I want to do that. My goal is to go ahead and be more disciplined about doing the cash stuffing videos because that's how I got off. I got off because I didn't go in and actually put the money in the envelopes. So I have to put the money in the envelopes for this to work. So that's going to be my goal, is to get more disciplined about the cash stuffing videos and to get back on track. So I will see you girls next time. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. See you next time. Bye, everybody.